Hey everyone, Susan here. How are you doing? Welcome to our Thursday evening nightcap. If the stars have aligned, I'm just going to check my iPad here and see if, yay, I'm alive and it's actually in our group. And I believe our YouTube one is unlisted as it should be. I'm going to pop over to comments. If you can say hello, if you're able to join me tonight and watch, I'd love to know who's watching live. Of course, you can always check the replay. So we should be live on our unlisted YouTube. Hi, Rose. Rose is on Facebook. Awesome. And we are live in our Facebook group. So the Stampfield Stars Facebook group. Good evening, everyone. So much exciting things going on in the Stampin' Up! World. Hey, Rachel. And Jennifer's here. Awesome. So I wanted to do a recap of some things that are about to drop, that are about to happen. Can you even believe that Halloween is Sunday and next week is November already? Like, where did this year go? Hey, April, how are you? So let me... I'll share my screen here, and I wanted to show you where you can find on the Stampin' Up! Website the new catalog. And talking about the new catalog is going to lead us into another topic that I wanted to kind of cover tonight about some team events. So I'm going to hit my share screen and let's see if I can figure this out. You know, technology is not always my first thing. So if you go to the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator website, and across the top here, if you click on Happening Now, if you go to Catalog Details, it's going to tell you about the transition details for the new mini catalog that's going to be coming out. And very important for most of us is this right here, November 15th at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. The mini catalog and celebration brochures, the PDFs will be available online. I believe if you're attending on stage, we'll get to see those at that time. We'll get a sneak peek, but they'll be live for all demonstrators on the 15th of November at 1 p.m. Mountain. So keep that in mind. And we are not able to share those PDFs with our customers until January 4th when the catalog goes live. And a complimentary catalog is going to be shortly, after that time is going to be sent out to all demonstrators, all active demonstrators. And there'll be a last chance list posted at that same time. So good things to know. And then on December 1st, the pre-order and pre-earn begin. I wanted to point out this new paragraph that I don't recall seeing before right here. I don't know if you can see that with my mouse. I'm looking at my iPad here, but it's on delay. So speaking of delay, delayed products. They have a statement right in here. Now we know what's going on globally right now with the supply chain. And actually, it really hasn't been too bad for us. I know there's a few products, some punches that have been very slow, but overall, we've been pretty lucky, and I think that's about to change. So we need to just prepare ourselves and prepare our customers. Most people are aware of the situation going on right now, but what it says here is that they will post a spreadsheet of delayed products 24 hours before the pre-order begins. The fact that they're talking about doing a spreadsheet makes me believe that they're anticipating it's going to be quite a few products. If you will recall December, we had an issue, I believe, with our dies, and our dies did not come in. They did come in before December was over, and we were able to get them, but there was a delay. So it could be something like that. We really don't know. And there's no sense in getting all worked up about it right now because obviously it's out of their control, it's out of our control. But I do think it's helpful to, I'm going to stop sharing this right here. Down here it tells about the ordering. You can order the mini catalogs in packs and 8 packs, and you want to do that when you put in your pre-order on December 1st, so that you can, because it has to be on a demonstrator order and you'll save on shipping. Or the mailing selector actually starts November 1st, where you can select Stampin' Up! Mail things to people. So let me, I'm going to stop sharing here. Whoops. All right, let's go back here. Oh, you can see my desk. There we go. So no sense in panicking. We don't know what we're looking at, but I always feel like it's good to have a heads up and not feel like you're caught unawares when these things happen. So it's a good thing to let our customers know. I imagine they'll address this on stage as well. Obviously, they're not going to know for sure until we go live, because they've already told us that sometimes product is literally showing up the day before. So we're not going to get advance notice on what we can't order until the day of. So we're just going to be calm and patient and understanding, and we'll make it work, right? So I just wanted to make sure everyone saw that, because I was talking to one of my new team members the other night, and we were looking at where things were on the website, and I saw that and I was like, oh, that's news to me. So I wanted to share that with you. I also wanted to mention in the past, tied with a mini catalog, we have done an event called Demos Galore. For many years, that was an in-person event. I'd rent my church in White Bear Lake, and we would have it there. And then our team members would do great videos, and we would share those in our group with the other demonstrators that were long distance. With the start of the pandemic, Rachel and I made a decision to shift the summer 2020 event to not summer, August, I think it was. Anyway, we decided to do a virtual event. So, and we were able to do that, and we actually did it virtually 3 times. And hopefully we helped a lot of people get sales during a time when it was hard to have in-person classes, and it was an opportunity to reach your customers. I wanted to let you know that Rachel and I have made the difficult decision to not have Demos Galore. We will not be having one. My comments are frozen. I hope you guys can see me. Okay. Give me let me know if you can still see me. Rachel and I have decided to not have Demos Galore for this mini catalog. So if you're anticipating that Rachel will be sending out and asking you to pick your top 3 or whatever, relax, that's not going to happen. Don't worry about that. We are very, very thankful that we were able to do this event 3 times. And hopefully we helped out a lot of you during a time where sales were a struggle. The first one, we had great engagement, great sales. Everything was awesome. The second one we had, Rachel says, we're still here. Okay, good. The second one, we had good engagement, good sales, and so forth. The third one, things trailed off, things slowed down, and I think people were getting a little overwhelmed. We had so much fantastic content because of you guys and your amazing videos you were doing, and those of you that were sharing photos and all of that, but it was almost too much for people, especially when the pandemic had gotten so far in that people were getting tired of being online and so forth. And so while all of the events were successful and people were very happy and thrilled to be involved, I did see less people getting through all of the videos, which of course impacted the ordering, and so ordering went down. So I think we hit our goals by having it, and so glad that we did. It was a real learning experience, but it was a huge undertaking. I'm glad we did it, but we decided that it was just not something that we could take on again. And I don't think people were getting as much out of it. So you always have to review things, right? And do what makes sense in your business. And Rachel and I were finding that we would have to take the entire month off of our personal businesses for this event, which again, we were happy to do that. That was, we're glad that we could do it, but we can't do it going forward. So will we go back to in-person? You might be wondering that. We're just not going to have one at all in January. My church is still not renting. And whether we will going forward, I don't know. So many of our team are widespread now that I haven't made that decision. And maybe we need to just do a completely different event. We'll see. There's always new ideas and options that we can pursue, but I just wanted to let you know in case you were wondering, oh, I need to let my customers know, there will not be a team demos galore in January. Now, if you wanted to do something on your own, a virtual open house, or you wanted to partner with one or two other demonstrators, that would be awesome. I think our team is a great place to network and collaborate with your fellow demonstrators and work together so that you're not having to recreate the wheel all on your own. So I would encourage you to do that. But that's kind of the news. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Anything I forgot, I'll add in the scoop this week. Let's look at some fun stuff now. Let's go look at some creativity here. I'm going to flip down to my desk. I have been participating in a card swap, a 1-for-1 swap with Eden's Garden, and I've gotten a lot more cards. So some of these I've hardly gotten to look at. So let's take a look. This one is from Angie Leach. Angie Leach, Rachel, do you know Angie? She's pregnant. I had no idea. She's expecting a little girl this month. So how cool is that? So this is Angie's card, and it's really clever. So it opens up like this. So it's the designer paper. And I'm assuming for the swap, she probably used several different patterns to make this fun fold card. But it's really fun. This is one paper where cards where you can see both sides of the paper are a good choice for this one because it coordinates, right? Some papers, the other side is completely different. And this one, they're the same. So that would work really well for any card that has that two-sided feature. So this one is from Angie Leach. And I don't know, what would you call that? I don't know, what would I call this fold? Is that a gatefold? I guess it's a gatefold on the side, but they do kind of overlap about 1/4 of an inch. But and then she's got this part folded up. So it must be the whole 12 by 12 piece, but super cute card. Rachel is saying, for those of you on Facebook, you probably can't see that. Rachel's saying, thank you for sharing. It was a hard decision for us. It was a hard decision, but it was the right decision. I'm feeling very confident and comfortable with our decision there. So this one is fun. This one is by, I keep the envelopes because some people don't. This is by Monica Davis, my friend Monica Davis in Georgia, who just moved recently. They built a new house. So she did a die cut here because I can see that it's stitched for that little like notch out there. And then that must be the circle. No. Okay, wait, this is a die. Help me out. I don't know what die this is because there's do you see how it's part of the die? So yeah, how fun is that? And then here we've got this ring also with the stitching on the inside and so this looks like, I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know what dies that is. That's the Give It a Whirl die with the notch. V, thank you so much. Whirly, Lisa says. You guys are so smart. I'm embarrassed to say that I got that die right away and it's still in the plastic. I haven't even cracked it open yet. I got to get on that. So many fun things to play with, right? So super cute card from Monica Davis. Something a little different, always fun. This one is from Kim Peck. And she used the, I don't remember what those ones are called. They're the ones that have the yellow and the green in the package. This is the cotton paper over here. A little bit of gold behind it. That's really pretty how let's see if I can get my camera to show that a little better. There we go, if I tilt it. I like how those are layered on top of each other. This one is from Dawn Oshevsky. Kind of a real clean and simple one here. Now these I think are the actual gems that come in them. This one is called Cherry Cobbler. But if you tilt it just right in the light, it does look cherry cobbler-ish, but close up, let's see if I can trick my camera and focusing to something that close. It's also green. So there's some soft succulent evening evergreenish colors, and then the iridescence part turns kind of cherry cobbler. So it does work with the greens if you were curious. So cute card from Don Oshevsky. This one is from, who's this one from? This is from Ruth Bingle. And she also used the gems. You can see them right there. Those are the marquee ones. I kept forgetting to order them. I finally ordered them today. I was like, oh my gosh, I still don't have these. Let's take this one out so we can open it up. So this one is a fun fold card as well. You can see how the bottom portion folds up there. Genial Gems, thanks. You guys are so smart. Yeah, Rachel had the spinner card dies. The Give It a Whirl dies too. Oh, and look at this fun stuff here. I think she pulled the gold cording apart to get this like little fritzy the fritzy gold things. Those are really fun. Cute, cute card from Ruth Bingle. All right, next up, this one is another fun fold. This one is from Julie Davison. It's a double Z fold card. Gotta love those double Z's, right? So she used good use of her designer paper here. And this next one is so elegant. So this one is by Deb Snyder. And I want to hold this in the light. So she did use her Simply scoring tool to score to make lines. And they're just one notch apart. Isn't that just a very elegant look? I love that look. And then this paper, so this is the back side of one of the papers. I don't know if I can peel that up. I can't, it's glued down. But it's the back side of one that's just kind of speckled with greens, but doesn't it look like it's embossed in white and just didn't show all the way? It's just a really cool look. I just like that idea of die cutting those out of the paper. So really pretty card from Deb Snyder. You would think these would all look the same, right? Because they're all, just one suite, but there is a lot of variety. So here we have a really good use. This is by Carol Nordquist. Good use of this, I don't know, kind of berry viney oval frame die. How's that for a name? But I like how she layered two on top of each other. Now I probably would have, she didn't pull out all of the little chads there. I probably would have, because I'm anal about such things, but I like how she layered the two on top of each other. That's kind of a cool look. And then she used this, let's see, let me pull out another card here that shows a little better. So there's this banner frame. I like how she put it the long way and had it just decorating the corners. I thought that was kind of a fun way to look. Fritzy, you guys like the word fritzy, huh? All right, next one here is from Barb Mullican. Now, Barb, she apologized to those of us that swapped and said she had to send this ribbon flat and we would have to tie our own bow because she's currently having an argument with her local post office and they are wanting to charge her package rate for anything with a lump at all, including cards. So she couldn't put any gems on this and she had to send the ribbon flat. So that's kind of a bummer, but I certainly know how to do a bow. So bear with me because if I don't do it now, I will lose that ribbon and my office will eat it and I will forget it was even supposed to be there. So just tie that knotted ribbon on there. I think that's going to stick. Maybe I should have put it more in the cardstock. All right, I got to trim that. I just can't leave that like that. It's just wrong. All right. Oh, now I got that side a little bit shorter. Okay, sorry guys. All right. There we go. So that one is from Barb Mullican. And next up we have Tracy Jacobs. To Clean and Simple. This pattern does have a little teeny tiny, eeny weeny, itsy bitsy gold dot in the pattern. So trying to tilt it so you can see it. And it's just not wanting to show. It's shy tonight, but it's there. Trust me. Just glints in the light a little bit. And next one is, I hope you're not getting tired of all these cards. This one, who made this one? This one is from Natalie Travis in California. Love these, these dark ones when they're paired with that evening evergreen is just a really rich look, isn't it? And then this is the cotton paper here in the center, and she both embossed it and then did that edgelet die. Super cute. She had the same idea of, but she cut down that little banner thing and just used the ends to decorate, and then did some stamping on the inside as well. That one's from Natalie Travis. Next one here is from Kathy Miller. I think this is my favorite pattern in the package. I don't even know why, but it's just a really pretty, super pale made up color back here. It's not the soft succulent. It's lighter than that. But it's just a really soft green. So I don't know. I just like that one. Instead of a stark white background, it's just a softer look. She did it on a diagonal. So kind of, again, another take on that card. So that's from Kathy Miller. And that's it for the evening evergreen. This is a card from Patty Fortune who's in our team, who lives out in Maryland. And I just thought this card was really pretty that she sent me. So wanted to share that one too with the cabin dice. All right. I wanted to, I don't remember what I did last. Oh, yes, I do. I remember what I did last Saturday, but this week's video, I had a request for a wiper card last week. So this is a wiper card. So it pops up like that. So it's like a windshield wiper on a car window. And you could literally play with this all day long, right? But I had a request from one of my subscribers to my video. V is asking, can you share the dimensions of the first one, that DSP gatefold-ish one? The one with the DSP? I absolutely can, because I'm fascinated by that card. So I'm going to pull that out so I don't forget. So this is the wiper card, and how it works, what makes the magic happen is underneath here, there is a little rectangle of cardstock that is folded on the diagonal, and you attach a window sheet to it. And then when you pull the card, and it really is, it's just like magic. So it looks like I got something on that one here. Let's grab this one. There we go. So with this card, here it is deconstructed so that perhaps it will make a little more sense. If you flip this back, this piece, you attach it just on just the part that's the one corner that has the diagonal fold. And then you want to make sure that piece does not stick below this bridge piece. And then weirdly enough, you put your little strip of window sheet with a glue dot pointing out to the side. If you subscribe to my Sue Stampfield project sheets, I have a very full and detailed project sheet coming out for this card. I believe it'll come out tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed. The project sheet's done. I just have to get the rest of the email done. So, so that's that card. The other one that I did, hang on, I'm going to grab it here. Talk amongst yourselves, chit chat, whatnot. All right, here we go. The video prior to that, I'm back. The video prior to that, I did this card right here. This is on Blackberry Bliss with the brushed copper, the brushed metallics frames. This is the Merriest Moments frames. And what I did is I took one frame and I cut it into two pieces so that I can make two cards. So let's look at this evening evergreen one with the gold brushed metallic. I also made sure I used all my metallics. And you can see how this was one half of the frame, and then this is the other half to make the second card. Because the brush metallics, you get a limited amount. By doing it this way, you get double the cards out of the pack. So I did the gold with the evening evergreen, and I paired the bronze with the Mary Merlot. And then again, the Blackberry Bliss with the copper. The other one that's just like this, I've already mailed off to somebody. So, so that was my previous video. I love these this hybrid embossing folder and dies. I guess it's Merriest Frames 3D embossing folder, I think is what the folder is called. And then the stamp set is the one that's the Merriest Moments stamp set. And I was kind of amazed at how well the champagne rhinestones went with these metallics, even though they're all very different. It's almost like it reflects the color it's near, and so it picks up on that. So I like how versatile those are. All right, V, I think that was a great suggestion that I measure this card, so let's do it. Ow, that lamp is very hot. So we have a piece of designer series paper that is 4 inches, I'm guessing. Yep, 4 inches by, hang on, I think it goes, I assume it goes all the way up there. Let me just check. Here's the end of it. Let's see, it's hiding behind this ribbon. Oh yeah, it's right there. So that's 1 1/4. Yep, so it's the full, it's 4 by 12, and then it is scored at 2.5 and 7 3/4 and 10 3/4. So one more time, it's 4 by 12, and it's scored at 2.5, 7 3/4, and 10 3/4. And that leftover last bit after 10 1/4 is just folded up. So that, and then it does overlap just a little bit. It overlaps about 1/4 inch. Super fun fold. I like that one too. Gatefold, I guess I would call that. Designer paper gatefold. I don't know. Maybe V will come up with a better, fancier name for that. So I think, let me go back to this. I think that's everything I have to share tonight. So thank you all so much for being here. Oh, who was the demo? So you can credit them? That is a good question, because hang on, it was on the bottom of the pile and they didn't put their name on the back. Always put the name on the back of your card. I don't know who that was. Hang on, it must be this one. Oh, it was Angie Leach. And Leach is spelled Leach. And Angie is Angie. So, and her blog is Too Cool Stamping. So thank you everyone for joining me. Keep an eye out for the Stampfield Stars scoop coming this weekend. I always try to put more fun things in there. So I think, yeah, you want to read that one. So take care, everyone. Have a great weekend, and happy Halloween. I have a great big plastic cauldron downstairs with like 10 bags of candy in it. And last year, we actually got more kids last year. The year before that, I think we got like 3 kids. So guess who's going to be eating all that candy? By the way, today is National Chocolate Day. So make sure to celebrate and have a little piece of chocolate before you go to bed. Take care, everyone. Have a great night. Bye-bye.